Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 with Southampton in the beta. It is not going very well at all for us. We're now on the 11th of December. We have just played our final Europa League group stage game, which we predictably lost against Fiorentina, and we haven't won a game since the 20th of November. In fact, we've only won 2 league games between we've only won 3 league games since the start of September. We're now midway through December. We are doing real bad. In between episodes, what do? We played Aston Villa. We lost 3-2 against Aston Villa because of course we did. We then played Manchester United. We lost 3-0 because of course we did. We then drew 1-1 against Wolves. We actually played reasonably well. I played Angus Gunn. He made his first appearance for us this season and he got a 7.4 rating. I'm wondering whether Angus Gunn might be our goalkeeper for the future. We then played against Fiorentina away from home in the Europa League where we couldn't play Angus Gunn. Predictably, we lost 3-1. Jan Bednarek scoring a goal. He did come on as a right back because Kyle Walker-Peters was on a 6.3. So with that in mind, we are starting to kind of slip down the table. Somewhat as expected. Southampton, I think, if we look at the season preview, which I haven't actually looked at, 9th. Okay, well, we're a lot lower than where we should be. We're a lot lower than where we're expected to be. But I think first season we were expected about 14th. So 14th isn't great. We are not quite in a relegation scrap yet. A couple of victories against some of the sides below us should mean that we might pull ourselves away. We are playing Watford, though, in the next episode. I say next episode, in this episode, or in the next match. So, a defeat will see Watford move on to 14 points and close the gap. Don't want to be losing against Watford. So, Watford then are expected to play wing play. Whether this is something that we need to kind of... Do I need to start paying attention to these? I say that as if I know that maybe that's a question. I know we should be paying attention to these, but I never really do. They're going to play wing play, which means they're going to try and exploit the fullbacks, which isn't good because fullbacks get exploited extremely easy in this game. I think they've gone the wrong way. Fullbacks in FM20 were really powerful. In FM21 so far, fullbacks just seem completely useless. And because of that, you'll see in the formation that we're going to try against Watford. No, we probably won't. I was going to play 3 at the back with 2 wing-backs rather than fullbacks. We're probably not going to play that because it's a counter-attack one. I don't really want to be counter-attacking against a Watford side. Also, Watford are passive and wasteful when it comes to shooting. We're aggressive and wasteful, so we have a lot of shots, don't score any goals. They are busy and impenetrable, and we obviously are busy and leaky when it comes to being defensive. So, expect possibly another high-scoring game. Okay then, it's that time of year again where we get our youth intake preview, and it's not good. There are wide midfielders aplenty in the upcoming youth intake. That's it. That's the positive. No defensive midfielders. Our fullbacks are not the best. Most of our centre-backs coming through look like they won't make the grade. The next crop of wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. We've got lots of them, but they're not great prospects. Most of our attacking midfielders coming through look to be below the required standard. Below the required standard again for strikers. Wing-backs, we are not up to scratch, and this is not a great group of young players. I think we probably got a decent intake first season, and second season is a waste of time. Now you might think, because we're not doing so well in the league, the board will be on our back. And they're not. They kind of are. We're on a B-, which is actually obviously very good. I don't think we're going to be getting sacked anytime soon. However, matches is a C-. This is what they're struggling with. But still, we've got some good performances. Yes, we lost against Liverpool, but we get a B- for it. We beat Dynamo Kiev and get a A+ for that. A 3-0 defeat against Manchester United was only a C+. Losing 3-1 against Fiorentina, B-. So we're still picking up decent results. Apart from these two, Fulham and Villa, those two were not good performances apparently. Which is true, because we lost them. Anyway then, let's go on then to the Watford game. It is 18th place Watford versus 14th place Southampton. A sellout apparently at Vicarage Road. That's where they play. It is Vicarage Road, isn't it? It's going to be a sellout. We need to win this game. If we lose this game, we are going to be in real trouble of falling into a relegation scrap and probably being sacked fairly soon because if realistically, if you're going to sack a manager, someone in December's the right time, because January they can come in and maybe sign some new players. I don't want to get sacked. We did so well in the first season, I don't want to get sacked. This is the formation that I was going to play. So we still have fullbacks, or we have wing backs, I guess, but we've got central defenders. That's kind of what we're going to go for. Instead, we're probably going to stick with our tiki-taka formation. That's probably what we're going to go for. If we ask the assistant, I mean, this is good. This is all well and good, but what I do want to do is not play Romeo. I'd rather play Kamara, although Kamara isn't match fit. You are 75%. Bertrand is also not particularly match fit. I think that's probably going to be fine. So it will be Schlager in goal. No, it won't. It won't be Schlager. It will be Angus Gunn in goal. It will be Carl Walker-Peters, Vestergaard, Salisu, and Bertrand. It is Bertrand. He said Bednarek, because Bertrand as the left back. Ward-Prowse will be a deep line playmaker with Kamara and Gravenberch in the middle of the pitch, with St Maximin, Genepo, and Danny Ings. I keep putting Genepo in because that's what the assistant says, and then I swap him out for Redmond because Redmond actually seems to play a lot better. That's what we're going with. I really should probably do this before actually pressing the record button. We do still have some concerns. There are still concerns going on, which is not ideal, but hopefully, as time goes on, the players get a bit more used to this formation. We haven't really been playing it for too long, so hopefully it's going to take a bit of time, but hopefully we'll get there eventually. I'm going to point fingers and say I expect to win. Nobody cared. Team talks don't seem to do a lot. Watford currently occupy 18th place in the Premier Division. Could Watford leave Vicarage Road with all the points today? Send the assistant. We're not getting involved in that talk. I do like the new press conferences. They are good. I do like the tunnel interviews. They're a lot more natural. They do seem a lot nicer, but they do get a bit tedious, particularly if you're like me and you'll play Football Manager in like a big bulk rather than sort of an hour or two a day. Playing so many matches in a short amount of time means you kind of don't care about a lot of the conversations because a lot of them repeat themselves. Watford are going to take the lead. They have taken the lead, although Delafeu may well have been offside. The referee and the linesman are going to have a little chat. The linesman did have his flag up. Delafeu is running off, having a lovely time, celebrating, looking a bit like a clown because it's going to be disallowed, isn't it? St Maximin has taken a knock. Already, after 14 minutes, St Maximin's taken a knock, and they recommend I bring on Genepo, which I probably will do. So far we've had 0 shots, so that's not started particularly well. Redmond back to Ward-Prowse, forward to Nathan Redmond. Maddie Kamara to Gravenberch. Across, Redmond's going to run into the space. Left-hand side is Bertrand. It's a shocking pass from Redmond, and now the counter-attack is on. And Troy Deeney, who is an old man, has the ball, takes it round the counter-attack. We've been undone by a counter-attack against Watford. We're going to get sacked, aren't we? We are going to get sacked. Their XG is an 8.6 at the moment, which is actually reasonable, I guess, for that one chance. But we're not doing anything. We've had 0 shots so far. We're 35 minutes in. Well, I'm ready in my water bottle because we are going to be throwing one of them at half-time. Redmond's on a 6.2. Bertrand's on a 6.4. Walker-Peters is on a 6.4 as well, I think. I mean, look at this. What is this nonsense? We've had 2 shots, apparently, from the car park by the looks of it. Show me something else in the second half. Can I do that with I can't do it with a water bottle. No, we're just doing that. Good. People seem fired up. Some were demotivated. Those of you that were demotivated are probably getting subbed off anyway. Bertrand is coming off because, although he's motivated. He's motivated here, but demotivated elsewhere. Right, Genepo's going to come on the left-hand side. Ings isn't having a good game. Bertrand, as we know, isn't having a good game. They are quite obviously going down that left-hand side because Bertrand is just playing awful. That's a wonderful bit of sponsor board there. I'm not sure what was going on with that. Bertrand wins the ball. Musa Genepo can get past his man as well. He's coming into the middle. He loves to dribble it. Back to Ward-Prowse, now Gravenberch. On the right-hand side, we've got a runner, hopefully, in Walker-Peters. He doesn't want to come forward, though, because his role doesn't tell him to. Maddie Kamara slots it through to St Maximin. And that should have at least been on target, Alan. That should have been on target. So looking at the league table, we're not moving anywhere in the table at the moment. But as I said, Watford are going to move up 14 points. So they're going to move up to 16th place. 56 minutes on the clock. Vestergaard gets muscled off the ball by Troy Deeney. Delafeu into the penalty area. Walker-Peters is there, sticks a leg out, concedes a penalty. Fullbacks are useless. Fullbacks are completely and utterly useless in this version of Football Manager at the moment. I can tell. I want them. Something needs to change, or I will never play a fullback in this version. There you go. There's the penalty confirmation. Walker-Peters conceding this one. What's his rating? He's on a 6.5 at the moment. Angus Gunn, can he save a penalty? Can he save a penalty? Troy Deeney is the one to take it. Wrong way. It's 2-0 to Watford. Highlights straight after the goal. Gravenberch back to Salisu. I feel like we're just going to lose the ball here. Salisu once again. Bertrand has it. Back once again to Salisu. Long ball towards Danny Ings. Is he going to get on the end of this? Should have dinked it. Just puts all of his pressure behind. All of his pressure? All of his weight behind it. Hits it wide. How have we not scored that chance? Vestergaard has a free kick for us. Kamara to Ward-Prowse. Danny Ings. Number 16, I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Gravenberch is making a run. Ings slots it through. Can't find anyone. It's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Watford can now possibly bring the ball forward. Bertrand's controlled it. Where is he going to go? Lumps it in towards the middle. Gravenberch to Kamara. Kamara forward to Danny Ings. Needs some support. Back to Gravenberch. Lovely bit of football. Not really getting anywhere. Until that. And then, of course, they save it. If that was against me, that would have gone straight in the top corner. But no. Dalberg is apparently the world's greatest goalkeeper. Still no changes for us. I want to do them in a moment, but we've just got this highlight. Genepo with a headed effort. Hits the bar. We're never going to score. We are never going to score. We are never going to score a goal. Bertrand's on a 6.2. A 6 point... Right, you know what? We're going to go for this. We're going to try this, although I don't have my squares, so I don't know who's in position, out of position, and all that jazz. Walker Peters. Ward-Prowse should not be a centre-back. I can't believe we're doing it, but we're actually keeping Bertrand on as well because we have no real choice. Redmond, St Maximin and Gravenberch are coming off. I say all of them. I think Redmond's already come off, hasn't he? Genepo is going to be the attacking midfielder in the middle. Adams is going to be the forward. We'll swap you two over. That's probably the better way round. And then we've brought on Badiashile to be the central defender. We're 2-0 down and we're playing counter-attacking formation now because they're just battering us. They're dominating us everywhere on the pitch. So maybe we can try and push them up the wrong end, basically. Adams has the ball, kicks it straight into one of their players. Ward-Prowse has luckily collected it for us. Salisu forward to Bertrand, now playing as a wing-back, so maybe can get forward a little bit more. Kamara, backwards. Not what we want to be doing, is it? Bertrand to Ward-Prowse, back to Ryan Bertrand. Is he going to get down that left? Stops and goes backwards to Ward-Prowse again. Now Genepo, Kamara with some space. Danny Ings should have had a shot. He should have had a shot. Instead, he found Kamara, who did have a shot, and the goalkeeper is on fire at the moment. 20 minutes to try and score 2 goals. Ward-Prowse with the corner from the left, right-footed towards nobody. The header is cleared, and that's probably going to end the highlight. Pontus Dalberg is on a 7.1, and he saved 6 shots, and we've got an XG of 0.8. So we've not really done enough to score a goal, and arguably this is the first time where we're going to lose on XG and it kind of matches the score to a certain extent. So I've got a question. How do you make goalkeepers and fullbacks play football well? Because they are the most inconsistent performers I've ever seen. That's almost found its way in, hasn't it? So yeah, we sometimes will get a goalkeeper getting a 7.6 rating and a fullback getting an 8.3 and scoring a goal. And then they'll get a 6.1 in the next match. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. They'll just play really badly. And there's nothing we can do. Like Bertrand's on a 6.1. He's getting a fine. I'm going to fine him for that. We've lost 2-0 against Watford. I can't throw more water balls. Can I not just pick up the last one? What we're going to do is we're not going to give him a team talk. So if you just click continue without selecting anything, no team talk has been given. And you'll be giving your team the silent treatment. We're just going to walk out the room. It's not even giving them the talk. Sam Blackman of Sporting Life, your season hasn't quite gone to plan. It hasn't. We're going to do the best we can to try and win as many games as possible. Yeah, I mean, it's a disappointing defeat. What is your reaction? I'm going to wag finger. It was a poor performance and a poor result. I don't know what's that like just doing this. I don't think I've ever seen a manager do that in any form of press conference. How does such a disappointing result impact your plans from now on? I feel like I'm not going to be here for much longer. I'm going to constantly wag my finger. No, our training is comprehensively planned out for the long term. Shake head, open arms. The lads were due an off day. They've had an off day every bloody week. No, I don't want to answer this. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Your side dominated with 60% possession, but somehow found yourself on the losing side. Counter-attacking football, Sam. That is how we lost this. I think it's clear they came with a game plan. That is probably what happened. I didn't play Stuart Armstrong because I'm only allowed 3 subs. I am to blame. No, I'm not to blame. I'll just walk away from that one. Not a very good performance again. 2-0, 2 Troy Deeney goals. We're 14th place, 16 games played, 16 points on the board. We are approaching the halfway point in the season, and we're not halfway to 40 points. We're in a relegation scrap. Oh, Ryan Bertrand's come up with a lie and said he's got a tight calf. Is that why you've played badly, Ryan? Is that why you've played badly? Discipline for poor performance, you're getting a 2-week fine because that was just absolutely shocking. Post-match conference. Danny Ings hasn't scored a goal in ages. To be fair, the only striker who has scored is Shea Adams. We as a club have been playing so badly lately. I don't know what we can do to turn this around. We can have a team meeting. That's what we can do to turn this around. Challenge. Keep your heads up. Criticise. Criticise. No one cared. Literally no response. No response? Because I shouted at... well, fine. Screw you. Right, well, we've gone from a B- to a C+. We're dropping. We are certainly dropping a C- for the Watford result. I don't really know what we're going to do to turn this around. We've got Brentford next. We have to win that. Then West Ham, then Arsenal. What we're going to do next episode will probably be the Arsenal game, because then we're going to have the January transfer window as like a one big bumper episode. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but that's what we're going to do. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2021 with Southampton. We are struggling very badly right now. We have not won a league game since the 20th of November. We're probably not going to win any more until the start of the new year. January, we might need to do some investment. The board will not back me though, so I've got £10 million to try and strengthen a side that needs probably about £50 million worth of investment. January could be interesting. Next episode then will be Arsenal before the January transfer window opens. Hopefully we can beat Brentford and West Ham in between as well. Maybe if we can beat one, if we can get 3 points out of that, that would please me a little bit. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well, so you get notified when the next episode goes out. And I will see you later.